What a beautiful view. Got a stack of wood. We got more wood down there, but we got fresh snow falling. Snow left over from the last storm a couple days ago. Nothing major, nothing huge. Hello everyone and welcome to what I'm deeming to be Sugar Prep 24. I don't know, probably a better title, catchier title somewhere else in there. But essentially, I'm going to do one video that is kind of a culmination of all my prep for the 2024 maple syrup season, which I am stoked for. Absolutely stoked. I'm coming to you from inside the Sugar Shack, which I'll flip it around here to show you some other things. And I'm using this day, which is a snow day, which I'll also show you, which I'm also excited for. I love snow. I will be using this time to clean up in here, reorganize, which I kind of already did. Get a fire going so I can stay warm inside here and seal up. As you can see, I did some sealing since the last video that we went over here, and then show you all what I got going on. So here we go. We live in Pennsylvania. We should have snow all the time in the wintertime, but we don't. And of course, this is my big maple right here, which is a black maple, which is where I got my syrup last year. And we'll be tapping it again in addition to some new ones. Let's see what we got here. I got a delivery this week of used buckets, used metal buckets for tapping. Let me actually move this all in so I'm not getting rained on or snowed on here. Let me move this all in. All right, I'm gonna go wide view here. We're shut in here. Before we go over the buckets, actually, you can see where I'm at here. I did some rearranging. Chicken plucker kind of has to stay there just because of what it is and where it is. Moved my pile of scrap wood here. That's for getting the fire started and whatnot, little bits, some kindling. My leftover metal roofing is stuffed back in there. I built this, which I showed you on the last video. I redid the copper, which is nice. And one thing that I have right here in the bucket for now, that when I have both pans, I did cut out the second bank here. So when I run both pans, I can have it drip into the first one. And then I slip on this piece of pipe. And then it will flow to the front one. So and that actually does fit perfectly there. So I have that. So that is, so I essentially ran more copper tubing so that it would get warmer quicker. And like I said, I did cut out the second bank here. I have it covered. I had another barrel that I actually cut a larger piece out this morning so I can cover both banks, so I can use this as a barrel stove, just as a heater, without the pans on, which here's both pans. They both have the stainless spigots on it and the valves. I made this little doohickey here. It's essentially a dipstick that I can mount inside easily inside the tank, and each dot is a gallon. I'm going to want to stay around that 1 to 2 gallon mark, but you know, I put the third one on there just in case I get overzealous. I don't know. Won't use it probably. I might make another hash mark in here, and just do it instead of drill a hole. I might just do a dash, a line. This way I can know my halves. We'll see. We'll see if I actually do that. Let's see here. Hey, I just moved everything around. I have a lot more room here now to move around. I'd sealed everything up the best I could. You know, I know I had this big old gap here, and I have gaps from the doors, but I want to be able to just, you know, make it as nice in here as possible. I don't know if I went over, oh no, I did go over this light and the solar panel setup. Actually, no, I did not go over the solar panel, but I had a small solar trickle charger that I had purchased for the boat a while ago. So it's up here, obviously, underneath snow right now, but it trickle charges down to the battery down there so that I can stay in here. On sunny days, I don't have to worry about charging that battery. I'm going to have to soon because it's been cloudy out. And I've been using the light a lot today. So let's go over the buckets, shall we? So I purchased some new Spiles. I am going with the open style, not the vacuum tubing one. I'm going with these ones. You can get these Tap My Trees, I believe, tapmytrees.com. Yep, tapmytrees.com. So these are good kits. It's got the hooks for the buckets and the Spiles. So I have those in addition to my first two, which are still attached there. So I got them. Then I will have to overlay where I got these buckets from because I don't remember offhand, and they're stuck. But they are 3-gallon metal buckets. And what really drew me to these is the fact that they are used. I'm fine with that. They're clean. They're just for collecting sap. So I really, they're just buckets. I think they were 5. I'll put it up here on the screen, but they were 5 something a piece for, a 3-gallon metal bucket. I mean, if you think about it, this Tractor Supply bucket now is, they're $5 a piece now for 5 gallons. So this isn't, for a metal bucket, I don't need 5-gallon for a metal bucket. I think that was a pretty good deal. And I also got brand new lids to go with the buckets. These actually hook to the spile. You can see that little hole right there is where that little tab goes through. So I'll do another video probably on these when I actually hang the buckets next week. And yeah, so I'm just down here right now, just staying warm. So I got a fire going in there, which is keeping me warm with some sycamore. I don't think I have much else to do down here. Oh, no, I also got these buckets. Forgot, so I brought them down here. So I got these buckets. They're also food grade from Lowe's. And I'm trying to see where that symbol is. I wonder if it's underneath. Well, the lid doesn't have to be food safe here, but the bucket is. There it is. The HDPE2 is food safe, and the only reason why I got these was because I truly don't know how much I'm going to have to store while I wait to cook. It's the only thing I don't know. Last year, I know what I had with 1 tree and 3 taps, but this year I am going to have 10 taps. So I just don't know. So yeah, that's essentially it for what I'm doing this year. I'm looking forward to tapping on Monday, the 22nd. All right, today is the day. After a day of work, decided to come down here and tap this little clump of Norway maples that I have here. Been sitting in my backyard all this time. Never really even took thought that they were maples. So we got, this is a 1 bucket, that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 1, and that's a 2. So down here is all covered. I got some good dripping going already on a few of the buckets, which is a good sign. Man, I love doing it with snow on the ground too. Makes me happy. Let's see, we're gonna get a nice sunset tonight. Who knows? All right, that's clump number 1. It's I've been waiting a while for this, and I'm really, really happy that this day is here. It's a lot of work, I know. It's probably more work than I need, but I have all of this, so why not do it? Is the way I look at it. God put me here for a reason. Put these trees here for a reason, and They're not mine. Sure, the land title and my the property says it's mine. The state says it's mine. But I'm just a steward of all this. It's not mine because when I'm dead and gone, it's going to belong to somebody else. So it's mine for right now, and I'm just taking care of it, just as good steward of it for now. So might as well. All right, so this is the one I did all of my syrup last year from. This is a black maple. I thought it was Norway at first, and then once the buds came on the tree and the leaves, I was able to figure out that it was actually a black maple, which is closely related to the sugar maple. And you can see we got already got some drips going here. Love hearing that. Let's see. I did this one first, this tree first, and we got a little bit in here too, so that's good. And actually, I'm going to show you. I'll show you where I tapped last year, because I get a lot of questions about, like, doesn't this hurt the tree? Where is it? Here it is, right there. So this is one of the taps I did last year. You can actually see it has healed itself. I didn't put that in there. That is, the tree did that on its own, which is really, really rad. So that's a good one. The other one might be underneath this bucket. No, I don't know where I put the other one. That was one of them, but that's actually one of the better ones to look at here. So it's kind of cool to be able to see that. I did another one right here. Here's another one from last year that healed itself. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm actually going to do a third bucket. This tree is big enough to handle 3 buckets. I'm going to do the third one right now. All right, so we're going to do the third bucket here. The other one's over there. The other one's right around the corner there. So this one's a good distance away. This is actually a pretty flat side. I have not tapped this side before, so otherwise you'd have to go around 8 to 12 inches away from our previous hole, but I know I have not tapped this one, so I'm going to start right here. This is a 7/16 drill bit. You want to go in about 2 inches or so, up to 2.5. This came with one of my kits last year, so that's why I'm using it now. And then you can put it on a little bit of a downward angle. You don't have to put it on too much of a slope, but you do want to be clear of everything else. No thick bark, and then away we go. I like to make sure I get all the wood chips out. There we go. We have any sap yet? Some of them, sap was coming out almost immediately as I was drilling. Actually, yeah, you can see it. You can see a little bit of moisture coming. Then you put in your spile. These are called spiles. Call them taps, but they do make a special, like a nylon hammer. I'm just using my regular hammer. I'm just not going crazy with them. And you go until you kind of feel it go. You can feel it get really tight. Right there. It'll change tone a little bit. You can feel it, you can hear it. And that is the installation. And then you take your bucket and you hang it. That's the easy part. Okay. And this may run tonight, it may not, we'll see. And then I have this lid, which you can't see yet because it's in my other hand. And then you slide in this tab. And doing this one-handed is slightly difficult. And okay, you line that up in there, push that through, and there we go. Simple as that. These were those used buckets that I mentioned, and brand new lids. So, and there we go. Now we got a 3-bucket tree, which I am happy for. So there we go. This tree is big enough for 3, just big enough. And I love hearing that dripping. Looks like we might be blessed with a nice little sunset here. So that's it. First day of May. Oh, look at that. Man, that's nice. First day of maple season has begun. I still have some buckets I have to wash, so I have some storage buckets, but other than that, I'm ready to go. And then I'll be cooking. So I'm going to create a playlist, so this is going to all get lumped into one section, and for anyone who's interested in the future, you'll be able to watch there. But hope this is enjoyable. Hope it's informative. You learn something. You're entertained. I don't know. Something. I'm just documenting it for the next person. That's it. That's all I got for day 1. Or day 0, technically. Day 0. You decide. Let me know if it's day 0 or day 1. I don't know. But I'm going to enjoy that beautiful sunset with some burgers. So have a good night.